That's me, Richard, and
Arnaud,
from Emigrate, and
we want to put your horns up.
that's right. Am Arsch hängt der Hammer.
Any updates as far as Rammstein is concerned?
Not at the moment, actually. We're meeting every year. We come together for a week. We do a lot of eating. Our singer is a hunter, so he hunts a lot of animals, and we eat a lot of animals during the week and talk a lot about things. And this year we met, and we decided to meet another year and see how we feel then. So there's no plans of touring at the moment, and no plans of doing a record. But that can change every minute.
And how important is it to bring an actual spectacle and not just kind of get out there, play your instruments? Because I know obviously Rammstein has always been very groundbreaking when it comes to your live performances. How important is it to, offer the fans, especially nowadays, which is very hard to get anybody outside of the door because of the internet, to put on an actual performance and a show and an experience?
It's very, very, very hard. I don't really change. I don't want to. It's hard for those young guys, those young bands, because with Rammstein it happened really naturally because nobody really played us in radio. We never had radio power. So what we did, by living in the late 90s, beginning of 2000, we still were selling records. We took the money of selling records and put it in our live show. So we constantly were aware that the only chance we had was actually putting out a good show, These days, everything becomes a promotion tool, The music becomes a promotion tool, the videos, their scores and movies, whatever you do, it's promotion. Then those kids, should save money and put it in the live show. I mean, it ain't gonna happen. It's very, very difficult. So.
What do you guys think about U2's campaign with the new record of putting it on iTunes for quote-unquote free in order to, as you said, kind of change the things work in the music industry right now?
So again,
with U2, I don't know if you heard they are giving away their new album on iTunes as a promotional tool. What is your take on, musicians giving their music out completely for free?
Well, that's the thing. Only bands, that have a lot of money can do that.
Yeah.
How do you explain that to young bands? And they have put a lot of pain and hours in there. I just think that, you create something, it's worth something, and everyone can do what they want. I'm always really liberal. For those, if they want to do it, fine. For me, I just like to see, we can talk about prices and stuff like that, but I like to see that if I put that amount of time into something, I want to see also something coming from the outside. It's not a one-way street for me.
So you think it kind of sends a mixed message to the new bands that, hey, music is not worth it anymore to actual...
No, I think that what a message I will send is that quality in the end, will pay. The only message I can say that if you put enough time and quality into your music, it will change. We living in a change right now. The generation that downloaded will pass. It's very hard to educate them because you can't. Almost to go against time. But the next generation are interested more in having access to music, and they have to pay for that. And then money will come back to the artist, who they can use to make good music and good art.
The thing is that, let's be realistic here. Like all the good movies, even the cheap budget, they cost something. Like when you're starting to tell a story and it's just for the beauty of it. Being an artist, and it's been since the beginning of time. The thing is that art is at some point really it's really blood, sweat and tears. The thing is that you're really putting your soul into it, and the thing is that it can change your life. It can change slightly or drastically. But the thing is that I think it's very, very important to understand a little bit the value of any artistic medium, whether it's sculpture, painting, photography, cartoons, comics, music, cinema, whatever you're doing. It's really it's an expression. But the thing is that I think it's a fair deal, you know, to say, okay, this is what it's worth. And the thing is that U2 is putting their stuff for free because they can afford it, and I think it's a very nice gesture that they're doing. Actually, it's very cool. But no, they're probably one of the only bands that can do that. All the young bands, you know, like people are starting, they can't put their music for free because in fact they've been like sometimes working like 3 jobs just to pay their recording studios.
Well, they can do it, and they do it a lot of times.
Yeah.
But then again, you know,
It's the choice. I mean, but the thing
they
is that
do
by
it, but
default,
then they don't have any money to back into the show, for example. And you know, we're talking about like you asked me the question, you know, how do you create this kind of show? By actually investing also time and money into your live show.
okay,
So it's a catch-22 in a way, you know. It's really hard to get out of there, and it's so hard these days for those bands to reach the point of U2 or Rammstein or whatever, you know. I don't have the answer right now, honestly, I don't. So I wished I had. The only thing that I know about myself, that I have the privilege, that I have a band that actually pays me, you know, to do things like Emigrate, you know.
a simple thing. The thing is that now music is like accessible via digital, right? So this is why you can download stuff for free or whatever, you steal them, you know. But the thing is that this is a little bit the difference with the analog world and the digital world. I mean by analog world, like right now in this precise example is like the physical world, right? The thing is that you want a pair of Nike, you know, and you want this pair of Nike or this pair of Puma. You're not going to download it online. You have to buy it at some point, you know. And people are totally okay to buy their favorite pair of shoes, but when it comes to music, it should be free. This is not the way it works, you know. The thing is that it's exactly the same thing. The problem is that all the movie makers, the writers, the musicians, and all the people who are distributed via the digital medias are like ripped off because in fact, this is easy to steal. Now the thing is that if you have to buy food, you're buying food. You have to feed yourself, and this food is raised by farmers or like whatever. But you're paying for this stuff, you know. And with music should be exactly the same. We're just a little bit victim of I think the media and the platform. We're getting what we want, you know.
Well, again, like, you know, it's hard to fight against it. Even, you know,
Yeah, of course.
Even like with my own children, I kind of you know, because they know how much time and you know, time I spent, you know, to making songs. For example, like, you know, I could say like one song from the very day beginning until the end, you know, we spent about 1,000 hours on. You know, I'm a slow writer, so, but you know, it's like 1,000 hours for nothing. It can't be like that. So certain things has a value. If it doesn't work like in this system right now, then we have to talk about other things, like going back in hundreds of years, you know, they're always had certain kind of kings that paid for them or whatever. And we have to have a different system. But to use those art for all kind of promotion tools, I don't think it's the right thing to do.
Make your mind, make you free in the new world.